in Texas, we're often reminded about how vulnerable our homes and our cars are to weather perils. Also susceptible to being destroyed, though, our homeowners' insurance policies. Another insurer now says that the weather in at least one spot here has just become too risky. I recently got a sour letter from Lemonade Insurance, saying in part that their guidelines prevent them from covering homes in areas with significant exposure to weather-related catastrophes. And our team determined that your address doesn't meet our weather exposure guidelines. So unfortunately, we won't be able to renew your policy. So they're not even offering to cover my address for a higher premium. They just want nothing to do with insuring the property that is inside a city, not out in the wild somewhere, all because of its potential weather perils. I reached out to Lemonade to get a lot more detail on this, including how many Texans they now consider to have weather that is too risky to offer coverage for, but they didn't respond with specifics on that. They did explain, though, that as climate risks intensify, the insurance industry faces growing challenges. To stay financially resilient, they add, we periodically reassess where and how much risk we can take. And in this case, that risk was too much. They're not alone, though. It was just last year that I reported on letters being sent by Farmers Insurance telling covered homeowners in Texas they had to get a farmer's car policy as well, or they would lose their home insurance. And they too cited, in part, the frequency of catastrophe events here for the change. They've since dropped that bundling ultimatum, by the way. Also in 2024, I reported that Progressive temporarily restricted new homeowners policies in this state after revealing that in one 3-month period last year, Texas had been responsible for nearly 40% of all their storm-related losses across the entire country. It is getting expensive for insurance companies to cover our properties, and it's getting costly for us as well. After 3 years of double-digit increases, on average, Texans are now paying 50% more for homeowners policies than we did in 2021. So why aren't we making our homes stronger against these weather threats? I'm getting into that soon when we look at another state where they started to do what we haven't, and they report that it led to significant damage reduction and insurance premium reductions too. Until then, follow me at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky to stay right on the money.